exercise in flexibility that all of us are going to have to do. I don't think it's probably any great surprise that when we see the Royal Show go cancelled this year, when we see a lot of other events cancelled or changed, that many of us would have been having doubts about whether the Christmas pageant would go ahead this year. So there's good and not so good news. It's going to happen. It's great news. Perhaps the less exciting news is that it won't be the way we normally have it, but you will be familiar with the way it's done. Let's find out a little bit more about it. Brian Gilbertson is the director of the Christmas pageant. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Sonia. How are you?
I'm pretty good, and I guess you're celebrating the fact that the pageant, unlike some other events, is in fact going ahead, even if it's another building.
Yes, and when you talk about flexibility, I think we're more flexible than my hamstrings.
And mine.
And I'm also going to drop in my vote. Come on, Eileen.
Oh, good on you. Thank you. Thank you.
Look, I think it's amazing that we can do this. It's tremendous to be able to do an event that has a mass gathering. You know, I know that we won't be having our 300,000 people, but to be able to work the Oval, that was a very difficult proposition last year, and we managed to work it out. And you know, that's sort of all that workload is behind us. You can be assured that you know, all of our team, and I'm sure the whole pageant family out there, we regard everybody who attends the pageant as part of that pageant family, would have loved to have it come back on the street. But we're just grateful and really pumped that we can present another one at the Oval, and you know, let's hope that we can get it back on the street next year. I think, you know, what's happening around the country at the minute is you know, keeps us on our toes in relation to that, so at least we've got this option.
Was there a noose hanging over the head of the pageant? Was there a chance that it was not going to go ahead, even in this form?
No, I think everybody associated with SA Health, police, events, government, certainly public, have been working towards making sure we get a pageant. But of course, you know, so, I'm sure that there are a lot of other, you know, my heart goes out to all of the mass events that, or, you know, who've had to either cancel or diminish their event to a serious degree. I think we're very lucky.
Had to see the potholes with this Tripl'e'ly road.
Yeah. Have the perception of health here. You know, we're really well, I suppose, well placed in relation or in comparison to some other states in Australia. But that doesn't mean to say, you know, the virus is out there in those other states, and we've got to be very careful because you can see how quickly it can move. And so, you know, to have people like, who, you know, the team in at SA Health sit down at the table with us fairly regularly, we keep them updated, they keep us updated, and then to be able to move through with that connectivity brings us to a point where, you know, we have to make a decision. We're very close to event time. We've got to deal with that. With Sydney as it is, they're very high numbers there and growing still. So, you know, you wouldn't want to put 300,000 people together all scrambling for that on a line out on the street.
So how has the year in planning gone for you? We know that the COVID threat has not gone away. In fact, it's a changing threat. So have your preparations this year for the 2021 pageant been focusing on both options, leaning towards the Adelaide Oval option? With 9 weeks to go, are you having to change everything, or is this kind of where you've been headed?
It's a bit like last year, Sonia. You know, when we were confronted with last year, we obviously returned to work in January, and the thing had just started. So, you know, there was a bit of confusion then as to what the hell this was, a pandemic. What are we talking about here? But we quickly, that became a reality when we had the lockdown and we started realising the seriousness of it.
Me too, right.
Everyone. And so then we started